Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining. Today, we're going to be getting into the second episode of Band of Brothers. I believe it is called the Day of Days. And where we last left off, the men of Easy Company were departing from their base, and they were on their airships, and they were heading towards, I believe, Omaha Beach or Sword Beach or something on the D-Day beaches. Forgive me, I don't know all of my historical war location names and all that stuff, so please forgive me on that. But point is, they are heading for their first big aerial assault, and I'm really excited to see what this episode has in store. I'm expecting a lot of action sequences since they're storming these beaches. And I'm expecting, because of all the action, we might lose a few people. And I'm really excited to learn and grow a bit more with these characters. And I think the stakes are going to be a lot higher. Now they've actually left the base and they're in the war zone. I think there's potential to lose some of these guys immediately. And I think if we did, it'd be a great choice to help really raise the stakes and show us that this show is willing to take risks and no character is safe, than making all the war scenes subsequently much more high intensity. So yeah. Also, I'm hoping, on top of learning more about new characters and stuff like that, we get to see a bit more of David Schwimmer's character. I really loved his performance in the first episode, and a few people in my comments have pointed out to me that I think I was a little bit hard on him. He wasn't actually bad at his job, he just wasn't excelling in the field on the ground with the men, but he was a phenomenal teacher and he made Easy Company the best they could be. He himself just wasn't that good in the field, reading maps, navigating and all that. So I really enjoyed his performance, and I hope we get to see a bit more of him, even though he's kind of back home at the base and now they're in war. I hope we somehow get to see him again. So without further ado, Band of Brothers episode 2, Day of Days. True, interesting. Not starting with any interviews or real life speaking with the men of Easy Company, just getting right into the opening titles, which is fine by me, because to be honest with you guys, I probably have listened to this opening title about 90 times since I saw the first episode, and it is absolutely unskippable. This is one of the most beautiful intros I've experienced in a television show, and it immediately sets up this like emotional state, and it just gets me in the mood to experience this piece of art. Also, based on the book by Stephen Ambrose, should I read the book and maybe give it a review? Because if you didn't know, my channel actually started as and will continue to be a book channel where I talk about books. So I would love to read this book and do a little review on it. So let me know if you guys want to see that, and I will do that. Here we go.
How do you prepare yourself? Mentally? Each man must do that himself.
And I think that's really what the heart of this show is about, how the men are really experiencing war, or what it seems to be about, because we've gotten all these little individual glimpses of each men of Easy Company. So I really am looking forward to exploring a bit of their mental states and how they deal with the war.
You try to put it all on your mind.
Already, it's like he said, we're seeing how each man mentally is reacting and preparing to all this. I always like when shows go the extra mile to actually reinforce how loud it is and stuff like that, and we're getting a sense already of that. He had to yell, and the guy's only 2 feet in front of him. He had to yell to him, "Give me a light." Like, I hate in stuff when, like Mad Max, for example, when these engines will be blaring outside the vehicle and they'll be whispering like, "Oh yeah, we gotta get this gasoline to Gas Town." Like, don't get me wrong, I love the movie, but that engine on the outside is like, and he's like whispering. So yeah, see here, already they're just making a point to say this is a sensory overload. Damn, and that door is just open. Like, imagine how insane that would be on your senses. Just the engines flying by and the wind bombarding you. and just preparing to go into like, well, and a lot of these guys have never been in war before, so like they have no preparation or nothing of what to expect. Yeah, and everyone's just anxious and mentally going through their paces, doing whatever they can to prepare themselves. You guys are really smart in the comments. What is that thing that he's clicking? One of you has to know. Oh my god, man. Imagine if one of them wasn't okay. Like, what would you even do? Like, you gotta go. Holy shit. They haven't even made it to the ground, and there's already all of this going on. Holy, this is absolute nightmare fuel. Man, that is absolutely terrifying. And that shot of the clouds was just, and being a pilot, witnessing these planes get ripped apart, but man, that shot of the clouds with the explosions lighting it from underneath, that was fucked. And those screams, man, just imagine that, like, look at all of those parachutes coming down. What an image. That is insane. That is unbelievable. Man, just pure chaos from every angle. Holy shit. Man, what a fucking operation. And at that point, what other option do you have than to deploy, right? And just witnessing all of this going on around you, these explosions going off like crazy, and all these parachutes. And man, this show is just untouchable in the imagery that we are receiving. Just god level cinema.
Aren't you D Company? Able, sir. Guess that means one of us is in the wrong drop zone, sir.
Yeah, really, I mean, it's just a complete scramble out of those planes. And plus, when we saw those planes, there was so many of them all over the place, and when you drop, the wind is just casting you anywhere. So like, this guy's in a completely different company, and they're just going every which way when they deploy.
Well, I was until I lost my radio on the jump. I'm sure I'll get chewed out for that. Well,
Buddy, I think you've got bigger problems to worry about than losing a radio on the jump. Ah, okay, we've reconnected with some familiar faces here. Cool. Garnier. Can't make up my mind on this Garnier guy. Like, sometimes he says some funny shit, but he's also kind of a meathead a lot of the times, you know? Oh, I didn't realize they actually had horses with them. I thought they were just disturbing some horses, like passing through farmland or something. Holy... Damn, man. Oh.
Next time I say wait for my command, you wait for my command, Sergeant.
yes, sir.
Exactly what I said to this Garnier guy. He's such a... Oh, he's getting the horses. But that Garnier guy is such a meathead, and like, buddy, you got ammo to conserve, and plus, he did say wait for my command. Like, maybe he wanted till they were not facing directly towards him or something, but this guy...
What's that guy's problem?
Gonorrhea.
Really?
His name, dummy. Garnier. Gonorrhea.
Garnier.
So he's having a shitty name. What's the problem?
None of your fucking business, cowboy.
And it's always the guys that are like the big heavy gunners that act like that and stuff. And I guess it makes sense because like the big meathead guy can't really think tactically and just wants to like, holy, that is a nice shot. That is like some Ken Burns documentary shit right there. But like, yeah, it's always like that kind of guy.
Joe, you don't even drink.
Buddy, nothing wrong with that. Hey, buddy, I don't drink. No shame in it. And don't let anyone try to tell you different. Ever. Oh, come along a little farmhouse here. Oh, there's like a shredded apart cow on the ground or something. Man, that's sad. Like, this is like someone's home, and like during war, like your house is nothing more than a strategic. Oh, God, is this someone we know?
Anybody need supplies or ammo? Now's the time to get it.
Man, and just all your comrades and fellow soldiers are nothing more than like a loot opportunity for you. And it's clear, it's nice that this guy is thinking about the individual behind it all, but that is sad, man. Obviously, it's sad. It's a war show. There's going to be sad moments. I can't keep saying that every time something sad happens. But like I was saying, every time there's a house or a home or something like that, a family lived there and people set up homes there and lives. This could have been a farm that was in someone's family for generations, and it's just nothing more than a drop zone or a bombing point for someone. Oh God, and there's like a burnt corpse in that truck, so like clearly there's like a grenade scene or a bombing or something here. Oh yeah, I guess Garnier's all sad about his brother too.
Morning, sir. County sure will be happy to see you guys. Where are you from, son? Eugene, Oregon.
Eugene,
What?
you gotta be kidding me. Popeye, did you hear this?
Oh, this guy was like a German soldier.
What gives? What are you doing in a Kraut uniform?
Yeah, literally.
All true Aryans should return to the fatherland.
What?
41.
You're shitting me, right?
I've never heard of anything like that in my life.
I was born in Eugene.
I've never heard of anything like that. Someone who was born and raised in America as an American man going to fight for the enemy's side and now fighting back against his own American people. Like, just think about that logically for a second. From a practical perspective, it makes no sense that this war being fought, an American person going home to where his parents were born to fight for like the fatherland or whatever, having to fight against his own countrymen. That is wild. I've never heard of such a thing. Oh, I was sitting up and I put a lot of pressure on my wrist. Ow, that hurt. Maybe I should just take off his uniform and join the American soldiers. I mean, why not? Fuck, man, I hope this guy makes it out of here alive. Even though he's a German soldier, I hope something cinematic happens and he can swap sides. Right as I said it, man. It's fucking sad, bro. It's fucking sad. I know I literally just said I can't keep saying it's sad every time something sad happens, but I am going to say it's sad because it is. God damn it, man.
How many crowds do you think we're facing? No idea. No idea.
Every delivery by this Garnier actor is perfect. I think Garnier is such a strong personality. He's the easiest one for me to keep track of. And obviously Malarkey is getting a bit more screen time this episode as well. But other than that, it really just Lieutenant Winter is the one guy who I can stick with as a sort of protagonist. And I guess he is kind of the protagonist. Like, he's leading the charge and interacting with the men of Easy Company and leading the missions. So nice, got a new addition to the squad. I'm curious if this is the show that kind of popularized that old war style of cinema, like super low saturation, high contrast, and kind of choppy movements and stuff like that. Because I'm sure in reality these green leaves are probably much more brighter green. Holy, just blasting. No stealth, no nothing. This guy's really cool too. I'm not sure his name, but I really like him. Doesn't say much, just kind of is Lieutenant Winter's friend. He's sick though. Damn, Winter's up in the tree, sniper mode. Oh, took out his kneecap. Damn, this shit just looks so well, like, so cool the way they shoot this. And, like, branches flying apart everywhere, and it just, everything has, like, a oomph to it. And it's so gritty, and, like, a lot of war movies nowadays try to keep it clean and, like, look overproduced, but this is just makes you really feel, like, in the nitty-gritty of it all. What does that even mean? Oh, it means triple grenade is what it means. Whew. Oh. Someone's always getting shot in the ass in these kind of films. Oh. Bro. Lucky thing had a small fucking blast radius. This guy's getting lucky with the grenades. Holy, man, these things are shallow. They are not like super deep trenches, so there's not a lot of cover in here. Don't drop this one, fucko. Oh, what a hand on him. Translate what that means to me. You guys in the comments are so smart. Oh, there's the brass knuckles making a return. Not return, but they were mentioned in the last episode. These guys literally just go in guns blazing, like that is what this phrase means. Literally guns blazing. Buddy's going up there right now? Oh, dude. This dude's arc is gonna end with him getting a Luger and getting shot. Bro, the second this guy finds a Luger, his character's dead, I feel like. Why wouldn't he just wait? What a perfect jump. Why wouldn't he just wait till the battle is over? That was a sick shot. It's pretty quiet. Did they get everyone? Is that someone we know? Oh, was that the Jeep guy who wanted to join them? Well, I guess it's all part of the job. Oh! Head down, I guess. Holy fuck. What is that guy looking for headquarters for? Oh shit. Let's go, dog company coming for the big reinforcements. Oh, let's go. Jeez, easy clap. Oh, guess not. I spoke way too soon on that. Waving like that is a death wish in those wide shots. Damn, they got him? Damn, I guess they got all 4 guns. Let's go. Okay, well, we only lost that one Jeep guy and that other guy who's asking back where the headquarters were. Damn, smashing success. Big tanks, let's go. Damn, that's a sick image. Oh, look at all that blood on the tracks and on the treads. Just another day on the job for these guys.
By nightfall, 2nd Battalion had secured Saint-Marie du Mont, and elements of the 4th Division were beginning to move men and material inland.
I love these little interludes of exposition. They really help to understand anything we've missed.
Don't that make you our commanding officer, sir? Yeah, it does.
Nice. Big ups on this guy.
Oh, Sergeant, I'm not a Quaker.
Garnier, man, this guy fucking kills me.
He's a good man. Man. Not even old enough to buy a beer.
Man, that is fucked up. Like in Canada, the drinking age is 19. In some places in Europe, it's 16. But 21, man. These kids can go off to war, fight, sacrifice their lives to protect the country and the world. And they can't legally buy a beer until 4 years after they turn 18. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And this comes from a guy who doesn't even drink. God, man. That is tragic. And that goes back to what I was saying about how houses were nothing more than strategical outposts or strategic outposts.
I promised God and myself that I would find a quiet piece of land someplace and spend the rest of my life in peace.
Absolutely. But that goes back to what I was saying about how homes and people's livelihoods are just ripped up by war, and family farms that are getting destroyed in battle. And that's a whole city that is seen as nothing more than a place to wage war and for cover to hide behind and place to set up your bases and encampments. Entire cities just torn apart for war. Fucked, man. Easy Company's capture of the German battery became a textbook case of an assault on a fixed position, and it is still demonstrated at the United States Military Academy at West Point today. Co-producers Gene Kelly. Like the Gene Kelly? Well, everyone, there you have it. Another episode of Band of Brothers. This show is truly something special. I'm loving every episode so far, even though I've only seen 2. But it's been an absolute joy to watch, and I'm getting really connected to these characters. The characters are really growing and learning each episode, and we're getting little spotlights on different characters, which I like, and we're getting little moments with new guys. For example, that guy who wanted to join Easy Company and who later died, unfortunately. It's nice to see little moments with them and learn about these different people besides Easy Company, and we're seeing other aspects of people's life in the war. By far, the standout scene in this episode was absolutely this scene where I believe it was Malarkey speaking to that German soldier who was from the same area he was from. And that just goes to show how ridiculous it is where, let's say someone like Garnier has such a hatred for Krauts, as he calls them. Yet, this is just a guy who was called to fight for his home and who was kind of torn between loyalties and didn't know what to do, you know? So on one hand, you can say, oh, I hate the Krauts, but then they're just guys like you and me. When it comes down to it, they're just your fellow man fighting for the side they have to. Maybe it's because they're born there. And if they don't, a lot of them don't even agree with the political ideologies or even know what's going on behind the scenes at high level Germany or whatever, right? So it's really unfortunate that people who would be friends otherwise have to go shoot each other. Like Malarkey had a beautiful conversation with this man and they just kind of shot the shit for a little bit. A moment later, that man was dead because he happened to be on the wrong side. Tragic. Anyways, I really cannot wait to see episode 3 and experience what more this has in store. Also, I just want to end on a few little housekeeping notes before we end this video. As Band of Brothers is a pretty short show with only, I think, 6 episodes left or something like that, and WandaVision, also another limited series that's ending shortly. What do you guys want to see me watch next? I'm thinking The Sopranos, The Pacific, Attack on Titan, Naruto if you guys are into animes, or should I perhaps watch some films? Saving Private Ryan might be on the list because it's a war movie, but I am open to absolutely anything. So you guys comment below what you want to see me watch, and well, if it has a lot of likes, I'll consider it and I'll get back to you. So you guys let me know what you want to watch and we'll make it happen. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, have a lovely, lovely day.